Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday in August, and I am going to go for a hike, waiting for my friends to pick me up. In the meantime, I want to share some frugal tips that I started thinking about just because some of us may not have been paying our mortgage. There was a forbearance, and I think we're all kind of coming to that stage where we know we're going to have to face reality and start paying again. I just want to start thinking about being protective of money, making sure that you feel secured. And so I just wrote down some frugal tips that I thought might be helpful for all of us. So the first one is to get on a family plan. This actually came up a few months ago prior to COVID. Actually, not a few months ago then. A while ago, prior to COVID, we noticed that all of our friends were using iTunes, and so we decided to get on a family plan together. We pay one person once a quarter, and it came out a lot cheaper. We each pay a little bit under $5, where I was paying $10 prior to have my own plan. If you have some family members or friends that could participate in a family plan, I say go for it. My PG&E bill was $12 this month. I don't know how I did it, but one thing that I did or have been starting to do has been unplugging everything. So even my computer, my laptop, you gotta unplug that. I've been unplugging electrical kettle. When I make my coffee in the morning, I unplug that right away. I unplug my phone chargers, and I just get in the habit of shutting everything down. If I'm not using it, let's just turn it off. So my electricity bill from PG&E has been significantly lower. So start unplugging it and see if you see a difference. Another major thing that I've cut back on has been eating out. During COVID, there were some really tough times where I didn't want to go to the grocery store because it was a little scary for me. Wanted to support small businesses, so I was ordering food on Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash at least once a week, and now realize that it's a lot cheaper to just cook at home. I started doing a lot more walking since COVID started, and Trader Joe's is not that far away from me. It's about a 12-minute walk. I just kind of made that excuse that I don't want to carry groceries. But I realized that, if you need something for just a few days, just go walk there and get it. Whenever I crave something, like I just recently did a seafood boil, I went ahead and purchased everything at a grocery store and cooked it at home. Sometimes I crave Chinese food, so I'm learning how to make certain things. Like I know how to make broccoli beef. From Korean food, I have some gochujang available for the red pepper paste, so I can make tofu whenever I want. Be creative. Think about like what you always crave and try to recreate it at home if you can, or try to get something as close to it as possible. Another example would be like frozen pizza. Whenever I crave pizza, I have one available in my freezer. So during my debt-free journey, I was listening to Dave Ramsey. I do listen to him occasionally now, but I was listening to him pretty consistently, and he always says it's time to eat rice and beans, beans and rice. I realized in time that he did not literally mean beans and rice, because I was thinking that's not very nutritious. The point is, do you really need to order a ribeye steak or buy a ribeye steak? Maybe you could do it once a month or once a quarter. What are the high ticket items that you love eating, but maybe just stretch it out a little bit and wait a little bit. And in the meantime, you just kind of eat cheaper. Can you do a pantry day? Can you cut back on meat? Can you buy things that are only on sale and that's when you get to eat it? Just being mindful of that and get you to the rice and beans mentality. The other frugal tip I have is if you're going to buy something, try to see if you could get some cashback rewards or discounts. Two apps that I do use, I want to say consistently, but I do use them, is Ibotta. Ibotta is a mobile app where you can browse for purchases online or in the store and receive credit back on your purchases. A lot of it is pretty easy. You just have to take a picture of your receipt and it finds the deals for you. So right now I have a balance of $8.40 in my Ibotta, and then once you hit $20, you would get that reward back in a payment, so less guilty shopping. The other app that I've been using when there's a deal is Starbucks. There's a Starbucks pretty close by walking distance for me, and I do make coffee at home pretty consistently, but sometimes you just need like a break from work. I have been working remotely, and there are moments where I'm very stressed out, and so I just need to get some air, and then I just wanted to get a cup of coffee or maybe an iced tea. And so if you check the app, they have these specials where like if last week it was order twice in a week and you would get more star points so that it could go towards a free drink. So if you're going to buy coffee, you might as well try to get rewards for it. Since I've been kind of shifting my mind, there was a time where I did decide to meet up with a friend for outdoor dining. We did brunch, and I remember looking at the coffee and I'm like, I don't really know if I want to spend $5. Brunch enough was going to be $20 or so. And then on top of that, I didn't know if I would want to splurge on a mimosa or a coffee even. So I decided to just drink water, and my next tip is to try drinking just water whenever you do go eat out. Bring a bottled water with you wherever you go. You don't have to purchase any bottled waters when you're out. Now, if you're like me and you don't have a lot of time in the morning, but you definitely need breakfast, I really believe in breakfast. I think breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so you can make that money, right? And have a good day at work. I have learned how to love oatmeal. Oatmeal is so cheap and affordable. It lasts a very long time. You literally cook about a quarter cup or a half cup each day. It forces you to use up your fruits. Just a quick, healthy meal that you get really full on for a really long time. Another way to save money is to learn how to love oatmeal. My next tip for you guys is to try meatless Mondays. This was actually due to myself wanting to try to eat more vegetarian or vegan meals, and it was mainly because of things that I've learned about the meat industry. Wanted to cut back on meat, and I've learned that if you just included meatless Mondays at least, once a week, there's only one Monday per week, you actually not only could help the earth and your health, but you also will be saving a ton of money. Sometimes I walk around like Trader Joe's and I'm like, a ribeye for like $15 to $20 for a little piece of meat that's definitely one serving. Or you could learn how to make vegetarian lasagna, or you could make a curry chickpea. So there's lots of different ideas for vegan cooking. Be sure to follow at least 1 to 2 channels. I do. Shine with Plants is a great channel. I also love Sweet Potato Soul, so I've been able to pick up a few tricks there. Try it out, give it a try, see if you like it. If you can't cut out meat completely on Monday, maybe you could reduce the size, right? Another tip that I have is to eat more leftovers. I know leftovers doesn't sound exciting sometimes, but if you, one, have a great meal and you don't want to waste it, hate wasting food. If you don't feel like you're gonna be able to eat the leftovers for a while, freeze it. Consider freezing it. Put it in a really safe plastic container and put it in the freezer. And when you crave it again, you'll be really thankful you froze it. The other option is, I learned this from my friend in high school. Her mom would never let us waste food when we ate out at restaurants. And she always taught me, Neville, when you pack it right, you'll eat it later. And she also put the little parsley leaf on it. It just looked really presentable, like it would have been a nice dinner that you wouldn't be having again. And I've learned that you have to sometimes doctor it up. Sometimes you could put a little more salt on it, or maybe it needs a little hot sauce, or a little bit more dab of spaghetti sauce. Heat it up really well and it'll be brand new. Another thing that I've learned is to remove it from the original package or plate with a saran wrap, that old saran wrap on it. Put it on a fresh plate, treat it really well, and you'll enjoy your leftovers. All right, my next tip is to write down everything that you need. I hate when I go to the store and when I forget to get something, so then you have to drive back, so waste of gas and waste of time. I'm very strategic. Like if I know I'm going to shop something online, for example, I like buying biodegradable trash bags from a certain company. I just can't find it at a local grocery store, and I want to make sure if I'm going to use trash bags that they're biodegradable. And so I do buy these from Amazon, and if I'm going to shop on Amazon anyway, I might as well get all the items that I need that I can't find in stores. I have a running list and it's on my notepad, and I just take a look to see what I could get accomplished within that trip. So if I'm going to a grocery store, I'm going to hit all my groceries in that list. If I am going to go to a maybe convenience store or a clothing store, I'm going to look at my list of what I need. Like I need a new pair of running shoes. Not that I run, I walk a lot. So then you just take care of everything then, and then you could figure out like when a good sale is happening, and that's when I'm going to go and buy that item. Hopefully that helps you guys out with writing everything down. My last and final tip is to consider pantry days, and a pantry day is just randomly choosing a day of the month. It could be the 13th, it could be the 10th, it could be the 20th. Your goal is to go way in the back of your pantry, go ahead and do it. For today, I found a can of chickpeas that were actually going to expire next month. I would have wasted the chickpeas if I didn't use it. You just saved yourself using fresh meats for the day, and you're just forcing yourself to use what you already have versus going out and buying something or ordering in. What I like doing is looking up online for pantry item ideas or tricks that you could do. So give that a try. Well, that's it for this week. Mila and I say thank you for watching the channel. We really appreciate you, and I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. This is a lifestyle vlog. It's all about life inside and outside of San Francisco. I do like talking about personal finance, so I'll put a playlist below. But hope to see you next time. Until then, take care, and I hope you were able to take away some really great tips to protect your future. All right, take care. Bye.